Sciaraballa was my last short film in a film school, and at that time I wanted to tell something about my personal life. And some years earlier, my father retired, and he started to ask me question like, "How are you? What are you doing today?" Is a normal question, but for me it was so strange because me and my father have never talked about life, about me, about you, about him. So I thought to telling that feeling, the feeling of embarrassment, no, between a father and a son. The concept of the movie is the lack of communication between a father and son, but in general is a lack of communication in this period of existential doubts, in a condition of anxiety towards the future. The future is bad, so for me it was interesting to tell this concept, to tell this feeling, the feeling of fear, because the feeling of fear is only in our mind. In reality, the feeling of fear doesn't exist, because the fear is I don't know, is nothing, and being together, enjoy the life is important. The fear of thing is not a big problem, it's a small problem. The important is to concentrate to small things. But all characters of Sciaraballa are full of fear, near towards the future. So they are confused, okay, and so lonely. So for me, it's important to create this connection without connection. So with a few words, with a few gestures, but with dancing. Because the important thing in life, I believe, that is not communication, verbal communication, but it continue to living, being together and enjoy the moment and dance. I don't care. We can dance because tomorrow I don't know what will happen in the life. So for me, it's that the concept from Sciaraballa, or all the characters of Sciaraballa. For sure, is a window for hope, but it's also I don't know what is it my problem. Okay, I don't know how to resolve my problem, but now I don't want to think this problem. I want to dance. I want to joking, and tomorrow, I don't know, tomorrow we think in our problems, but now, no. So in the past, Sciaraballa was made 2 years ago, and in the past I thought to make a feature film, but it's difficult because in the movie there is no action, and there is only a few words. So it's more difficult, and I now in this moment I working about another film based on lack of communication, but with a different story. So I think that my working way is the same, but the story is different. Yeah. Yeah, it was so strange because I made that independent movie 8 years ago, and so I started to make this movie 8 years ago, and I've done 2 years ago. So after 7 years of work, for me is difficult to I don't know to have a motivation, no? And I wanted to write this letter because I was angry. from towards society, toward the world of cinema, because I I've done a movie and nothing else don't care me. So for me, it's a reason to angry, and so I write a letter to Nanni Moretti, and so he was so kind because he answered me and told me some kinds words and kinds of phrases for my job. So it was a great emotion, and I don't know, maybe it's the better moments of my career in this moment. Yeah. Moretti called me and told me I take this movie in BB Belly only because I wanted to do political choice, because in this society there isn't an independent movie, or better, there is a lot of independent movie, but it's so difficult to go in a festival or to see to see in other places. So me and Moretti talked about this choice, and it's difficult to make a free cinema, but it's possible only with angry. It's important angry, and with hope, because these two things is important to create a new thing, or not new thing, but are I don't know, a hopeless thing, no? Uh, when I was young, I was 18 years old, and I wanted to be an actor. But I don't know, when I started, I started to make an independent short film like an actor. I don't like it. I didn't like it. So I attended a film school, and so I loved the direction. And I loved the direction of actors, because for me, the directing actors is like, I don't know, is like, I have a responsibility, I have a reality in my hands. So for me, it's more important to work with actors, because for give to audience untrue, and I think that is belong to reality. I started to work in a project with about I started about my personal life. So I started to see other people in my village or in my zones, and after all, I started to writing. So for me, it's important to see the world, the society, because I rob from society, and to put these things in my work. Yeah. It's good. Today I was in Holmes Island. Is cold. Is is there's a lot of wine, but it's more beautiful. You are so kind, and I'm so happy to be here. And I don't know, I'm so happy because I don't know, the people, when the people are kind, are gentle, it's all better. So thank you for your support.